All right, Scorpio or Scorpio cross watcher. This is big. This is really, really, really big for you. I know this isn't going to be everybody's message, but for those of you that this is for, how do you feel? You feel better? I feel like you feel a lot better, or you're going to. And we're going to get into it. So, happy birthday for one for my Scorpios. Again, you don't have to be a Scorpio watching this. You could be a cross watcher. This may also be completely reversed. It could even be someone connected to you. They're going through this or just recently went through this. Whew. Wow. I know what this feels like. That's why I'm doing all this, because I relate to whoever this is, and I almost want to cry. It's almost like a baptism in a way, like someone's being spiritually reborn. Okay, I know what this feels like deeply, deeply, and it's renewing, it's refreshing. Even if the period of time that someone is experiencing this is a night or a few hours or even just an hour, I feel like it's longer than that, but it's transformative. Someone here is basically being guided to the deepest reflection, okay? And a lot of people are getting deep. Like, I think Aries got a deeper dive, and I got deep in someone else's, like, maybe it was Libra or Virgo, or I don't know. Somebody got deep also. This is the third deep I've gotten. Okay, so remember, if this isn't you, this could be the other person, like the one on your mind while you're watching this. Some of you are going extremely deep right now. I'm hearing deep in the heart of Texas. Yeah, I wanted to look that up and I didn't. What is that? Deep in the heart of Texas? Oh, it's a song? That's a song? By Mo Bandy. And the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Does somebody live in Texas here? Something to do with Texas? Texas? Or is a star maybe? Because the first thing I see right here is a star on that thumbnail. But that's funny, the first lyrics, the stars at night are big and bright, because I got somebody like straight up going out in the wilderness. Going out in the wilderness. We'll get there. I'm gonna finish reading. When I say deep, what I mean is spiritually. Someone is spiritually diving deep, going through layers upon layers upon layers. You can call it going down the rabbit hole, or several, okay? Or maybe they're coming up out of the rabbit hole and discovering something else. I don't know. Anyway, or you. I feel like it's you, but it could be reversed. You might even be quiet with most people right now, especially one in particular. So if you guys are in a relationship, your partner's like, it's kind of, they kind of are having a hard time understanding it because they want you to be more present with them, but you can't be present when you're not able to tap into this side of you, you know, like you need this time. This is very imperative. This right here, this type of spiritual detachment, this type of detaching from connection, I can't believe I just stuttered there that terribly, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it. It almost feel like somebody else was trying to control my mouth. I feel like they're trying to do it right now. If somebody's speaking in tongues, it's like somebody's receiving their spiritual gifts. Like I almost feel like they're getting that. You know how Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I mean, it's not like that, but you know, on her birthday or whatever, like the movie with Melissa Joan Hart in it, was that her name? And then like on whatever birthday it was, she got her powers or something. I feel like somebody's getting their power back. They're getting their power back. You are getting your power back, or you already did. You've already gone through this, some of you. Oh my God. I can't, like I love this. Okay, let me finish. Yeah, so anyway, maybe even spending long periods in meditation or prayer. So whether you pray or you meditate or you just sit silently, this is very important. It is pertinent to your growth. It's essential. You need it. You have to do it. It's not about what people feel about it. It's what you need to do. And you have been. Vice versa. This is what someone else has been doing. For some of you, even maybe you've gone on retreats, or you've traveled, or you've gone into nature, or literally the wilderness, and the stars. Isn't that funny? The stars at night are big and bright. Like somewhere where you're out in the middle of nowhere. and you're looking up at the stars, and like maybe where you are normally it's too much noise and too many stars or no stars, and you can't function or you can't receive the downloads you're needing to receive. Sometimes when it's so loud, we can't hear ourselves. We can't hear our own transformation. We can't hear anything. And we can't receive messages from the divine spirit, God, source, our creator, whoever, your ancestors, when we're surrounded by noise all the time. You know what I mean? This is someone, I mean, maybe even someone here has went to rehab. Straight up. And in that time, or even been incarcerated, and even in that time, maybe found God, or found themselves, or rediscovered some sort of something in there. Yeah. Listen, you might even go to the roof somewhere, like climb up on a roof. You see they do that in movies? There was a movie just recently and they were on the roof of it, kind of decompressing, and what was that? Oh God, what's that called? This Is Us Now? That's not it. Is it? It's got, what's her name? Blake Lively in it? Her husband's name! Ryan Reynolds. Is that his name? Ryan Reynolds? It's imperative, because I think that Ryan Reynolds is a Scorpio, no? Ryan Reynolds' wife. Yep,
According
no.
to Wikipedia, in August 2024, Reynolds and his wife Blake Lively became the first married Hollywood couple to have 2 separate films they starred in lead the...
Okay, so he's married to Blake Lively. Yeah, okay. Ryan Reynolds' zodiac sign. I'm pretty sure he's a Scorpio.
According to
Scorpio!
Astrology.
I'm good at that shit. I am so good at that shit. Oh, yeah. You know, it's weird too, because this is like Virgo energy, and Blake Lively, if I'm not mistaken, is a Virgo. I don't know, maybe there's a connection to Virgo also. So, let's get into this. You might go to the rooftop somewhere. It's the recent movie she did. It started off with her on the rooftop, or a guy on the rooftop, something like that. I think she was. Anyway, that's a type of meditation. Like, I just got to go and get away from the noise. This is my spot. Nobody knows about it. This is where I go. It could be in the bathroom somewhere. It could be in a closet. It could be in a room in your house. You know what I'm saying? It could be in an RV, or camping, hiking, taking off one foot somewhere. Ain't nobody know where you are, or whatever. It's just like, I gotta, whatever. If it's at work and you're not really able to do any of this and like completely just get away or travel or whatever, maybe you just kind of straight up like go into another room, or you go into a space in your mind where it's like, check the fuck out. But actually you're not, though. You're just checked out and unplugged from humans, but you are plugged in to everything else, receiving every bit of downloads, like the Matrix, really. Think of the Matrix, when he's laying in the seat and they're like plugging him in. Well, you're plugged in, but you're plugged out of the 3D. I mean, this is big. This is really big. I just spit again. Okay. All right, I'm running out of time here. I can't. I just love this. I want to stay on it forever. Happy effing birthday, guys. This is beautiful. It's like you are separating yourself from the majority, or from someone in particular, to connect with source, or maybe even your ancestors. Some of you are so deep on your spiritual journey, another person finds that hard to like acclimate to. Like they're having a very difficult time, because to them, they're just not where you are. It doesn't mean anything bad about this person. They're just not where you are. You have a very specific mission here, and you're listening. Calling, it's like a calling, and you're listening to that calling. Maybe you're just in constant study. Like maybe you're just in the room and you're constantly reading books, or studying, or meditating, or sitting with your stones, or lighting incense, or making jewelry, or reading cards, or whatever you're doing. Like you're in the zone. You need that time. It's important. It's not like you're shunning responsibilities. You've spent your time there, but this is your time. This is your moment. This is something that you need to do for you, and you're doing it. Not everybody's gonna like it, but it's what's best for you. I mean, think about somebody who goes to rehab. Been there 2 times. One time for bulimia nervosa, and before that I went for alcoholism, like directly back to back. Alcoholism first, because I was gonna die. After that, after like I think maybe a week out of me getting out of that, I went for bulimia. Yeah. And it was difficult. It was so difficult, my God. But imagine if I didn't go. I wouldn't be sitting here with you today. And we never know. Our next second isn't promised. This is some real fucking shit here. Like, this is someone right here, and I think it's you, but it could be anybody, who wants to know, like, they ask the questions to the universe. They ask the questions, like, why am I here? What are these things? Like, taking it all in. This is no easy feat. This is not easy. And not everybody is down for the task or, like, up for it. Not everybody can do it, and most people don't. And that's understandable because it's difficult. And it can be isolating and lonely, and most people don't want to be alone. Whereas you probably thrive there. I don't even know what to say. This is hot. This is sexy. Oh, it's sexy. I don't even know. I mean, I don't know. The right people will get it. They'll understand. Or eventually these people might come around, or this person, whoever it is. Where was I? Yeah, they might feel left out. Somebody feels left out. Or they feel like they need you, they need you, they need you. But also you're being called elsewhere spiritually. And what really are they getting from you if you aren't able to connect to yourself and source in this way? You're not robotic. You're not going to be a robot. You need this time. It's important. You love who you love. You love these people, but this is also something important. I mean, I'm going to throw this out there. This is an awful example, but since I brought up the actors, imagine if for actors, ones who really, like Heath Ledger, when he really got into his role, sometimes people get so into their role that they won't talk to anybody before they run their lines. Not even run their lines, before they shoot. They will not, because they don't want to get out of character. They want to stay in that energy. That's what I'm talking about here. This is like some serious shit. This is somebody who, like, maybe even ritualizes things, has rituals for things. Like, I've got to get in the mindset for this. So I've got to purify the energy. I have to cleanse the energy. It's like baptism. Like, I have to prepare myself for this. It's like nesting in a way. Someone who's nesting, but not for the birth of a child, for the birth of themselves, or the rebirth of themselves. So nice. Oh, okay. You're basically going through a very deep reflection. It's a spiritual reflection. This is how you're navigating things. You are guided to do so. You are guided. You are being guided to do so. It doesn't matter. It trumps what a human thinks. No matter how much you love them, and no matter how much who they are. It trumps what they think. This is what you're guided to do. Like, do you think anybody at the time told me that I needed to go and get help? Because for the most part, not well, not for the people who knew me well, but for the most part, even the ones who knew me well, they didn't realize how bad off I had gotten. But I knew, okay? I fucking knew. I knew. I was guided to go get help. I was like, I'm gonna die. Which, yeah, I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die. But I knew, like, prematurely I would die if I didn't go get help. I knew it, okay? And I couldn't just listen to everybody else because I didn't want to upset them. I didn't want to be gone that long. I didn't know I have to be. It's something I gotta do. I've got to do it. When I went to retreats, like spiritual retreats, I didn't want to necessarily take that time away, but I had to take that time away. Like, I needed it. I was called, I was guided, and I'm glad I did. You're never going to come away from something like that when you're actually being guided disappointed. Now, others might be disappointed, but you sure in the hell will not be. It's your calling. It's what you're called to do. It's kind of hard to put into words, but I know what you mean. You are guided to do so, and others are having a difficult time understanding your process. You are set apart from others at this time. Might even be therapy. Some of you might be in therapy or something, and maybe they guide you. Like, if it's not God or the universe or your creator or your ancestors, if it's not anything spiritual, it could be literally your therapist or your guidance counselor or your life coach or something. Somebody here may suggest that we take some time to kind of, and you're doing it. You're doing it. You're listening. You're trying out new things or whatever. You're just doing it. You're listening to the guidance. And really, most importantly, is what I want to say here. You're listening to your own guidance. You're listening to you. Nobody knows you better than you. So yeah. You've basically gained way more insight. You're doing it right now, or you just did this, or you will. Could be foreshadowing. It could be someone else if it's reversed. By taking this time. I just don't see how you could keep going without doing it. I think it's imperative that you do this, and that you've just done this if you have, or that you continue doing it if you are, until you feel, and not a moment before, that you're ready. For what? I don't know. To kind of come out of it. Right now you're just doing what you're called to do. Or another is, okay? Basically, this entire message and whatever someone's been going through, I think it's you for the most part, has been extremely enlightening for you and healing. Again, some of you, this will be a long period of things that you'll be taking a break from, or it's just maybe today, tomorrow, whenever this will resonate, and you just take an hour or two, and it's like, but I need them right now, but I need their help right now, and it's like, hey, listen. You know, maybe you're at the office and you just need to step out a minute. You're like, I need to step out a minute. I need to do this. Or maybe you take a day off, or you take whatever. You take a week off, and you're like, yeah, but let's say you take a day off and they're really busy that day and they need you and they're trying to call you and like, well, we really need you to come in. It's like, well, I also needed a me day. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I've got to do something here. This is a really deep message. There's deep again. Really, really deep. Oh my God, I wish I could remember. My daughter came in my room last night and she was telling me a movie she was watching called, it's a new one. It was something about a robot in the wilderness, and she showed me a clip. It's this robot in the wilderness that finds an egg. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. I feel like I can't tell you about it because I'll ruin it. But there's a part that she showed me that is reminding me of this message right now, where it's toward the end. I didn't watch it yet, but she gonna tell me about it. So I told her, just tell me, because I don't care. I actually like to know the end of movies before I watch them. I'll ruin it for me. I don't care. I'll look it up myself. If you don't tell me, I'll look it up. So she told me, doesn't mean I'm not gonna watch it. Makes me want to watch it more. And the robot, they were trying to like erase her memory of everything that she had come to know in the forest when she was out there in the wild, in the wilderness. And the other robots, once they captured her again or got her again, they wanted to basically program her back, because she's a very powerful robot, to be what they wanted her to be. And the companionships and the connections that she made while out there, she told them, I'm not going to forget you. There's a reason I say that, because of the scene that she told me about, but I don't want to give any more details. And so even though I'm pretty sure she told me at this part, they did reprogram her mind, but she didn't forget. Because there's a part of us that, I feel like you've never been more conscious and aware than you are right now. You've never been more certain. We're somebody here. The more you've connected in this way to yourself, your higher self, and source, or whatever this is on your healing journey, the more you feel disconnected where you've come from. Well, not come from, but what you've been in, around this. This is much more home over here. This is much more, oh my God. This is me. Man, oh, I was going to find the movie. I'll tell you the movie, then we'll go. Happy birthday. Okay, hold on. New robot. It's an animated feature. New robot movie 2024. The Wild Robot. Yes. But see, you're not a robot though. You're just living amongst them. Oh, I wasn't going to say that, but I did, didn't I? The Wild Robot. Oh my God, guys, you have to watch it. It's so funny. The, what are those animals? It's basically a whole bunch of animals and robots. But what is the one animals I thought was so funny last night? She showed me, is it Raccoons? Was that it? I don't remember. It was so cute. Oh my god. I really want to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. I really want to ruin it. I'm not going to ruin it. You're on this journey alone, Sunny. Sunny? Somebody's name's Sunny. You may go forward on your own path, and you will rediscover the way. And this time, you're not going to forget. No matter when you go back here, and they try to get you back in the program, it's not going to work. Because this is who you are. You are so fucking hot. And I don't mean that in a sexual way. I'm talking, wow. Wow. I just want to like, well, I am right now, connecting to you. Some of you may not have made a really huge impact like you were either trying to make, or I don't know, you may not have over here because they don't necessarily, it's not necessarily anything's wrong with them, that's just how they're created to be or whatever. Like I'm talking robots here because of the movie. I'm using it as an example, but they don't get, it's not resonating with them. What, you ask? You. And what your abilities, your gifts, your knowledge, like it's just not. They don't get it necessarily. They love you or they care about you or they see your value, but it's the value they want to see. What they're able to program you with or make you, I don't know. But over here, you're changing lives everywhere you go. In the wild. Because that's what the robot did. Yeah, so I'm gonna go now. I could stay on this forever. It's intoxicating. All right, guys. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.